friends, parents, distinguished guests, debaters, welcome to the 2026 Texas Ambassador Great Debate Opening Ceremony. Please join me in welcoming your Apprentice Education Director. From León, Mexico, this individual serves as Director of Admissions at the National Hispanic Institute. His NHI journey began as a participant at the 2018 Midwest Great Debate and has participated in over 20 programs since then. He is a mechanical engineer graduate from Technological in Monterrey and was recently part of the team that developed the most efficient electric vehicle ever built in Mexico and a research team in Canada to develop carbon neutral fuels. Please welcome Rodrigo Rosales Bizoso!
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes, great debaters! What a quiet room. I said, good afternoon, great debaters! Much better. Thank you so much. Welcome to the 2026 Texas Ambassador Great Debate. Welcome to St. Mary's University. Welcome to San Antonio. And welcome to the National Hispanic Institute. All right. Before we get started, because I know you're all excited, it's pretty dark from here. I can't really see what's here. We have people from the state of Texas. All right. Do we have people from Mexico? What about Argentina? What about people that believe that Mexico will win the World Cup this year? Como decimos, ACC? All right, that to me sounds like it's time for our first official roll call. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? From the live music capital of the world, birthplace of the National Hispanic Institute, where is Austin? Joining us from this sparkling city by the sea, representing Selena's hometown, where is Corpus Christi? United States, Western border, representing the Sun City, where is El Paso? Joining us from the birthplace of mariachi music, de Occidente, donde está Guadalajara. coming from the hometown of the NHI founder, Ernesto Nieto, and known as the world energy capital, where is Houston! Straight from the Texas tropics, where two nations and one familia meet. Puro 956, Maris Argentina! Have a new team around? Joining us for the first time ever. Coming from 2025 NHI High School of the Year and the iconic Sarape. Where is Saltillo? From the gateway to the Americas and the defending Texas Ambassador Dog Champion. San Antonio! And from the southernmost edge of the Lone Star State, where culture and resilience shine bright, where is Tip of Texas? Thank you so much, everyone. Is this on? Can y'all hear me well? 4 years ago, I approached NHIHQ with a vision to make our programs more diverse and to increase our international participation at NHI. In support of that shared vision, we created the opportunity. And since then, we have tripled our Latin American presence across all NHI programs. That vision then evolved into also having Mexican teams participate in the wonderful Texas 4-day great debates. And today, it is an honor for me to tell you that we now have 3 active regions in Mexico getting ready for this adventure every summer. To our Texan teams, thank you so much for leading the way. Thank you for sharing your advice, for supporting this mission, and for inspiring us to be here. We're extremely grateful that we get to share this with you, forming together one single NHI familia. For this week, I want to invite y'all to treat people like family. I want to give y'all to give yourselves a chance to connect with someone from a different region, because this is an amazing opportunity to network with people that share your values, but may live hundreds or even thousands of miles away. That's what I am. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce a wonderful leader that will give us some opening remarks. This individual brings a long-standing commitment to leadership development and academic excellence. She began her NHI journey with NHI as a student participant in the 2008 Texas Great Debate, where she competed as a mock trial witness, as some of you will be this week. She continued her leadership journey as the 2009 Texas LDC governor and later served as the 2009 Texas Great Debate head coach in Corpus Christi. From 2016 to 2025, she served as the Greater Corpus Christi Project Administrator, and she currently contributes to the organization's future as a member of NHI's Board of Trustees. She serves as a District Curriculum and Instructional Specialist for Secondary English and Social Studies at Willis ISD, where she supports instructional alignment, teacher development, and student achievement across campuses. Please welcome your Director of Special Events, Lady Alanis Villarreal.
Hello. Let me get one more roll call. All at once, let me hear you guys. San In 2007, I sat in an opening ceremony with my Corpus Christi teammates, anxiously awaiting the mock trial rounds after months of preparation. Then one summer later, I was the head coach, beaming with pride to see our participants and JFLs represent our region after months of designing and facilitating training. I blinked, and before I knew it, I was a project administrator for Corpus Christi for nearly a decade, with years of experience as a participant and staff member under my belt. Today, I proudly serve as the Ambassador's Director of Special Events and as a member of NHI's Executive Board of Trustees. Out of the 20 years, I unlocked a new core favorite NHI memory yesterday. I was here on day zero of a program, like many of us have done many day zeros before a program, and my husband and my 1-year-old son and my 5-year-old daughter were with me. Together, we were able to watch this amazing team of staff, directors, NHI staff, our core team, pour all of the work and planning and forecasting that it takes to make an event like this take off. My 5-year-old daughter shadowed our fearless educational director, Isabella Sabanieto, who I'll introduce shortly. And it was magical because I too saw Bella grow up from infancy in the staff rooms of headquarters. And there I was, 20 years later, with my own daughter, running around, offering her opinion, because she's an NHI legacy, obviously, to all of the staff. And as a parent, I had a whole new appreciation for the program. This family and this environment that is meticulously crafted and created for every single program is going to foster the future leaders from our community. This is a space where their voice is expected. They're learning on on the job is a norm, and their community leadership is the promise. And it's why I chose Fundamental 2 for this event: treasure, protect, and promote our legacy. As NHI members, we are recognized for and benefit from the proud leadership legacy. Now, my parents are not NHI participants, but they carved out an expectation that I stuck with it. They sacrificed to invest in my future by sending me to each program, and there were a lot. And I will promote that own legacy with my own children, because we are the product of NHI. So participants, your role is not only to compete your hearts out tomorrow and harness the skills you'll need to lead within your communities. JFLs, your role is to not only judge honorably and exercise program management. Head coaches, your only role is not only to support and challenge your alliance's competitors and reflect NHI's learning philosophies. And parents, your role is not only to protect the safety of our students and to sit in awe of their growth. We all have the role and the privilege and responsibility to treasure NHI, protect the unique learning experiences that you are about to embark on, and promote the values we have held so dearly for over 40 years in the National Hispanic Institute. So I invite all of you to go all in tomorrow and every day after, because I expect to see you guys 20 years from now up here on this podium continuing our legacy. So let's go do it. As promised, I want to introduce someone very special to not only this program, but the National Hispanic Institute. This individual is a 2023 alumna of Austin College, where she attended the 2016 Great Debate. She was elected president of the Senate in 2017, Las Americas LEC, and later formed part of the League Series champion team at the 2018 Northeast Collegiate World Series. Today, she serves NHI as the director of Texas 4-Day Great Debates. Friends, please join me in welcoming one of your educational directors, Isabella Sala.
Thank you, everyone, and lady, thank you for your words. Last night, as we were doing our final preparations for this experience, I too couldn't help but sit back and think about every single person who has contributed to bringing all of us to this moment. I want to first thank some of NHI's truest stakeholders. It's outside of their own jobs, schools, and responsibility, they still make time to invest their talent in the capacity of our community and in your cities. So, project administrators, when your name is called, please stand to be recognized. From NHI Austin, Nicolas Tapia and Miguel Nieto. Thank you. From NHI Corpus Christi, Dory Sanchez. NHI El Paso, Reynolds Gonzalez and Brian Zuniga. From NHI Guadalajara, Manuel Esteves. From NHI Houston, Paola Hernandez, Sonia Lopez, and Luis Montano. From NHI RGB, Laura Lopez. And our newest addition from NHI Saltillo, Conchita Valdez and Pablo Gutierrez. From NHI San Antonio, Julie Tomasino, the Gonzalez family, and Anita Fernandez. And from NHI Tip Texas, Jason Moody, Jorge Lee, and Sophie Holmes, but subbing in Miss Laura Lopez. Now, if you are a head coach, a JFL, or a volunteer staff member, please stand to be recognized. And finally, to our chaperones, parents, and supporters, we thank you for your commitment to NHI's colony. Let's go! I also want to thank our sponsors who specifically invested in the Great Debate experience and in your communities. Let's give them a round of applause. So, as I reflect on what my 10 years have looked like with NHI, there's always been one thing that stays the same. As new NHIers, great debaters, you might not know this yet, but investment is something you can always count on. When I was a child, I could always count on my found NHI family to believe in me and in my future. And now that's the promise that I make to you. Because we do believe in you. You'll hear this time and time again. You're here because you really have what it takes to make decisions, ask the right questions, but most importantly, act as an investor in the promise of our community. You've already dedicated so much time to prepare for this competition. My only ask to you is that you make this investment count. Because it's now or never. Not a lot of kids your age get the opportunity to do what you do. And not a lot of you get asked what you think. This is your opportunity to share with us, share with each other, and the world where you think our future should go. Take the time to meet each other, challenge yourself, but perform at your very best. Because if there's only one thing you can carry that I have talked to you about for the next couple of days, it's this. And it might sound familiar, but if it's meant to be, I want to once again thank St. Mary's University. We hope to continue to add to their legacy, and I hope to personally see a good group of you continue your leadership journey as college students right here in San Antonio. So who's ready? There's one more person you have to meet before we get started. This individual has been involved with the National Hispanic Institute since 2011. Born and raised in the RGV, his journey began with NHI at the Texas Great Debate. He carried on to participate in the 2012 Colorado LDC, where he served as Speaker of the House, and the 2013 Texas Collegiate World Series as a lead series champion member of his team. In 2017, he was recognized as NHI's College Student of the Year. Today, he's the Associate Vice President of Business and Development for the National Hispanic Institute. Please join us in welcoming your Education Director, Efrain Cordova.
¿Qué miran? Really, what do you see? Not the problems that we hear about every day or the things that we get told to look at. I want to know what you see. What is there that nobody has thought to name yet in your communities? That question is the game, and this weekend, you're learning how to play it. Welcome to the 2026 Texas Ambassador Great Debate. Your values are the foundation of the future that we're here to envision. It's the moment you've been building toward. Months of preparation, noches de consejo, challenging conversations, leading to hard questions, and perhaps moments of doubt. But make no mistake, you earned your seat in this room. And not just anybody gets invited to take a part in something like this. You're here because your work, your ideas, and your willingness to show up consistently earned you the seat at this table. It's not just that you're capable of shaping this conversation. Your perspective is necessary. So as the Ambassador Great Debate begins, and you head into your first rounds tomorrow, I want to challenge you to step into something bigger than just a debate round. Step into the role of a visionary. Cada uno de ustedes llegó aquí portando un legado. Las historias y los valores que su familia les transmitió, tal igual como sus victorias y sus aspiraciones. Pero heredar algo no es lo mismo que hacer lo propio. Para llevar adelante la sabiduría de su comunidad, deben examinarla con honestidad y decidir qué necesita evolucionar, qué es demasiado sagrado para dejarlo atrás y qué están dispuestos a construir desde cero, porque eso es lo que nos exige liderazgo. The reality is that the world that you're living 20 years from today is being crafted by someone right now. So the question is whether that someone is in this room, or if it's someone who doesn't share your values or understand your story. Someone who hasn't had to ask the same questions that you, your family, and your community have had to ask. You cannot build what you cannot first imagine. And you cannot afford to leave the imagining to someone else. Why wait for someone older or more credentialed to show up with the answers when the generation that understands what's at stake is already in this room? The answers to the hardest questions, what do we believe? How do we want to live and who do we want to be? Those have to come from us. And I know that that's not a small ask, but you're also not a small generation. The first time someone made that ask of me, I almost dismissed it. 2 days before my great debate, I got a call I'll never forget. My recruiter was at the last minute able to find me a sponsor so that I could come to this program. And he only ever asked me one question. Are you in? And I said yes without really understanding. Because you see, what I had never once allowed myself to consider was that I had a seat at this table, at any table. I had spent most of my life moving through the world carefully and quietly in a way that didn't ask too much of anyone, including myself. The Great Debate was the first place to interrupt that story and ask me to think bigger. Not someday, not when I had done enough to deserve it, now. All of a sudden, I didn't just have something to say. I wanted to take action. And I was surrounded by young leaders from communities like mine who were thinking and dreaming at a scale that I didn't even know was available to us. I found a space to experiment boldly and a community to bring those experiments into the world. So Are You In was never about a program. It was an invitation to serve, to dare to build something better for our community. And my NHI journey has taught me that showing up for that mission is only as powerful as the clarity of knowing what we're working for. And that clarity won't just be handed to us. Vision is not a talent, and it's not something that you either have or you don't. It's a skill. And like any other skill, it has to be practiced. Deliberately, and often, uncomfortably. The practice starts with learning to see differently, to look at the same community, the same challenges, and the same dreams, and venture where others have not. What has your community been waiting on someone else to build? What do you believe about your community and where they should be headed that you haven't yet expressed to anybody? What would you commit to creating if you knew that setbacks and failure are just lessons, not verdicts? And why, most importantly, shouldn't it be you that leads the way? NHI is not here to prepare you to be a passive observer of what happens to your community. We're here to provide you with a toolbox, and we may show you how the tools work, but it's up to you to decide what you're going to build. That's what makes your time here matter so much more beyond just this weekend. Someday, you'll be the ones looking out at a room like this one. You will see something in a young person that perhaps they haven't seen themselves. And you will make a call or open a door to create the opportunity. And when you do, everything that started in a room like this one will carry forward with every person that you choose to bring with you. And that is the exponential power of showing up for our community. El Fundamental 17 lo dice perfectamente. Si debe ser, depende de mí. Porque una visión sin sentido de propiedad es solo un sueño. Nuestra labor consiste en aprender a hacerla nuestra. This summer, you're not just great debaters. You are authors of new truths, architects of a new reality. You're leaders who show up not just to compete, but to contribute and to build. So ask the bigger questions. Shape what others believe is possible. Trust the faith that your community has placed in you, and most importantly, believe that what we build together starts now. Because this moment is your official induction into the National Hispanic Institute. And I only have one question for you. Are you in? Welcome to the first step in your lifelong leadership journey, and thank you for now being a part of mine. Welcome.
Steve, Bella, and Efrain for your words of wisdom that will gather us this week. At this time, we say goodbye to our friends and families. Streaming back home. And we will be taking a 5-minute break. We will be streaming live again